Hello and welcome to Money Monkey Africa, your go-to financial podcast. I'm your host, Mutheo Mbuvi. Today we are talking to Clarence Muhoro, and he is a young investor with young investors. Yes, he's the founder of F1 Space, and he just aims to create and help young people create wealth and just grow financially and financial management. Welcome, Clarence.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here today. You're looking lovely.
Thank
as
you.
usual.
I love the shirt.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You told me nikuje kani mengara, so I had to. So shout out to Jeff, my brother, who got me this for my birthday.
Nice.
So I'm happy to be here today. Yes, I am an entrepreneur and an investor, and more importantly, a Christian.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's just start with young investors, where I knew you from. Yes. So what was the vision you had while starting young investors and helping people grow? Yeah.
Very good question. I think the vision started a long time ago from primary school. I said I wanted to be a financial analyst. I had that word. I was like, I want to be that.
Yeah.
And so when I went to university, I changed my course twice. I started with business, Skupenda.
Yeah.
I went to IR.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Then I finally went to finance, and my heart was full of joy.
Yes.
And so I think God connects you to what you love, and you can feel it in your heart. And so I was really into finance. And I was reading books, I was investing from my young age, I was learning from my father, who's been a very good mentor. Any way I could learn. I worked actually in Absa Life Assurance Kenya for free. I also worked in Treetop. I was learning business and finance, and it all came together where I was running my own small business, investing in the financial markets, which is investing in businesses, and also working in a business that was in the financial markets, that is Absa, and now I'm studying finance. So it all came together, and it was like this merge of information that you could understand all perspectives. As a business person who's trying to manage their finances, as someone who's employed in a business that is in the financial sector that is in the financial markets, as an investor in the financial markets, and as a student of finance. And so I had the vision of helping people, and started a club in university called USA Investors Club, with the goal of making a difference through increasing financial literacy. And what happened next was that COVID came. We went home. Actually, we had done so much traction in 3 months that we were the best performing club. And so my friend told me, Clarence, can you help me? Teach me how to invest fully. So I told him, let me make for you a course. So I taught him, I charged him 500 bob only. I was like, I have to add this some more money. This is phenomenal. So we built up from there, and now we've done 11,000 people through talks, events. We've had students in our boot camps, and that's been Young Investors Africa. Yes.
Wow, Young Investors Africa. So Young Investors has impacted a lot of people, and you've said 11,000 students. That's tremendous, and I am one of that 11,000. And a lot of people ask the question, where should I invest? As a young person, or just where should I invest? What do you say to them?
Very good question. I think there are so many areas you can invest in, and everything is an investment. Even yourself, you're an investment. And so it's just you. Now, us looking at financial markets, there are shares, there are bonds, there are SACCOs, there's money back life insurance, there's Forex, there is money market funds. There are so many things that are in this financial market that we can invest in. Foreign shares, so many things. There are derivatives, futures markets. But then the goal is for you to just unajita mkutano and you say, okay, what are my preferences? So you have to first understand the different types of investment and say, okay, I prefer this. Personally, I don't trade Forex. I prefer shares. Just my preference, because I feel I understand it better. I feel like it allows me the chance for passive income. What are your goals? So what are you trying to make money in the short term, in the long term? Are you a risk taker? What's your risk tolerance? What's your budget, and what's your time frame? So once you have that, and now you educate yourself and see, okay, I know this, and I know this, and I know this. Now then you can say, okay, now I want to do shares and Bitcoin.
Yes.
And so there's so much you can invest in, but it all starts from education.
Yeah.
So when you know better, you can do better. So when you know better, you can invest in what you should invest in.
Wow. So my name is Mutheu. I have 10,000 and I don't know where to invest it in. Yeah. What is the least risk investment place you'd advise?
The safest investment you can make is lending to the government.
Lending to the government?
Yes. Government bonds, or you can hear treasury bonds or treasury bills. And so, for example, you can have an infrastructure bond that gives you 13% per year, and it has no tax component to it, but there's no risk at all, because the government must pay. So those are the safest investments you can make.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can put money in a bank and get your 4%. But the safest investment we always say in finance is government bonds. Government bonds, not company bonds, government bonds.
Oh, with 10,000 bonds?
Actually, okay, the minimum in some instances, for example, is, like 50,000 or 100,000, those batches. But once a while, you'll hear a Makiba bond.
Yes.
And you can subscribe from your phone, just *66 something hash, and the minimum was 3,000 bob. So we had 3 of them. We raised 3 rounds. So whenever it's available, you can capture it with immediately.
Yeah. Thank you for that advice. Let's talk about F1 space. Yeah, you started Young Investors, and then you got into the F1 space, selling merchandise, which hopefully I'm looking to subscribe to that. Yes. But I'm not an F1 fan.
You should be one.
We'll see. So F1 space, how did you get capital for your online business? And the fact that it's only online and also just vending, etc. So how did you get capital?
So Formula One, personally I love sports. I've been a sportsman all through my life, actually. I've won awards for playing soccer. For those who don't know, it's just that after high school, I just paused on football a while because I realized I can't be professional, but also now I needed to be busy with finances and markets and just playing soccer Sundays with our buddies. And so last year was a very beautiful year for Young Investors Africa. We had a lot of traction, and an opportunity came to sell something. And we're working with Sunset GT. And so I told them, guys, just give me a stand. I figured out what to sell. Because I've always been a vendor. From primary school, selling newspapers, selling pin pops in high school, university, I was selling happy socks. So I enjoy meeting with the customers, seeing what they love and enjoying what they do. And when we realized, okay, what's trending at the moment, Formula One, this sport, we went and watched the documentaries and we were like, this sport is amazing. And so we were like, let's do Formula One, this just for 2 weeks. So I called my brother and 2 friends and we were like, let's do this. So we went and bought stock, actually from our friend. One rule about finance or investment is always protect the downside. So we told the guy, boss, if we don't sell all of this, they're going to bring it back to you and you're going to give us back our money. You're just going to pay a fee for that kind of deal. So just in case you go to an event with over 100 pieces, expensive pieces, and then aziendi mahali. Like
the Sauti Soul.
So, and then now unabaki kuna stock kwa nyumba, you know? Because, and so we did that, and when we were doing the vending, there's a way it gives, like, we weren't selling at any point. There's a day we weren't selling. Then one guy just bought. That guy, his friend bought, then his friend bought, then his friend bought, and then now everyone was buying, and then we sold out the cups, we sold, and we made our profits. And I was like, honestly, as much as I enjoy investment and finance and, you know, being in the office doing research and all that, and valuations and all that, I enjoy sports. And so if you can do something with your business, I mean, with your passion. So I was like, I enjoy sports. We're going to take this as an arm of Young Investors. Now, F1 space, and built in 2022. And so we enjoyed that. And so what happened is I had a good number of savings which I spent on taking myself through school, which is CFA. And so what I did is I took my remaining savings, number one, because I never sell my investment. So when I buy, I never sell, because if I sell, I cannot tell you to invest something I have not invested in. And so what I did is I didn't pay myself from January to around May. I just, from the revenues we made as Young Investors, I was just using that to buy more stock and my savings. After a point where I saw, okay, the brand is growing, we have things working, we want to go with it full time. I went to my circle and they took a loan, a small one, to try it out. And hopefully by January next year, you'll take a bigger one because now you've learned how to manage a loan. Now you know you can expand. So it's very important, number one, to have savings. Number two, to have a source of income that you can use to invest in. And number three, be part of a circle.
Be part of a circle.
Be part of a circle that can, for us, most people can give you up to 5 times your savings. So if you have 100,000, you can take up to 500,000. Wow. And so you can access high loans, very affordable loans from them on a reducing balance. You can access, even from your money back life insurance product, I can access a loan from my insurance product. So at any point I know, being financially literate is being able to access capital that you may require to grow your dreams.
Yeah, true.
So that's how the journey has been.
Yeah, and about savings, a lot of people are not disciplined in where to save. And I remember you introduced Chums you introduced us to Chums after Nabu Capital guy. Yes, so let's talk about Chums. Have you saved there? And is it working for you, or where are you saving?
That's a very good question. Chums needs to sponsor me. Chums need to sponsor me. It's direct marketing. So actually, I sent them a proposal for something to work together at. I would say Chums is a very wonderful app because it brings in the aspect of reminders, very beautiful product. You can save with friends, like a Chama sort of Chama structure. And so I have saved with them, and it's like a way of investing in a money market fund.
Yeah, true.
Indirectly, because you're getting returns.
Yes.
And so that was, I really like Chums. It makes it simple. I actually save. I put an emergency fund. So my emergency fund is in Chums. So I got some income somewhere. I said, half of this is going to my emergency in case I have an emergency pop.
Yes.
And then I said a saving group with a friend of mine via Chums.
Wow.
Sherehe.
Wow. Yeah. So what's new? I understand there's a project called Investor. Tell us about it.
Investor. So Investor has been a very, we are working on something very interesting with my mentors, led by Mr. Amado Chico Sisoko, very amazing person. And so Investor is an online platform that seeks to make $1 million millionaires by 2030. And so what we're doing is we're creating a platform with the best masters, and we are inviting them to talk about, for example, Dr. Brett Gameli, best cybersecurity expert, how to ensure business is okay, how to be a very good cybersecurity analyst, bringing Mr. Chris Senanu, how do you leverage technology in your business, bringing Mr. Chico Mado, how do you look at cash flow, or how do you lead your team? Now I can do investments in shares. You can bring Jerry to do investments in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. So you're getting that platform, which is very, very important, and then now bringing a lot of tools, financial tools, resources, like a one-stop bank where you get education, mentorship, and a saving tool, investment tool. And then we're going to do, it's in the formative stages, but you're going to do physical events, which are masterminds, where people come together. You're talking about your business, for example, social tude. So you say, okay, this mother made this, these are the problems I'm facing, what can I do? And then I will help you, we brainstorm with you. So that's Investor. We're really looking forward. We're praying to God for a lot of grace and a lot of partnerships coming forward and support and investment. Yes, so that's Investor.
I'm looking forward. So how can we plug in to Investor?
Investor, go to my page, personal page, or even our company page, The Investor Space, or Clarence _Muhoro. Number one, follow,
subscribe.
And then go to the bio, you'll see our link tree. Then you'll see Empreneur. Actually, you'll see Investor.
Yes.
That's that we had to change the name. Investor, and then I'll just put your name, your details, and then once we are ready for the beta stage, because now the app is being developed, we will call you.
Awesome.
And,
yes. And how can someone be a part of Young Investors?
Of Young Investors?
Yes.
We are really happy to have you in Young Investors Africa. Just reach out to us via social media. We are on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, WhatsApp, we're everywhere. So come to us. We'll be glad to help you out. We're planning one program this month. So you can be part of us by joining our boot camps, being part of our community. We're also looking forward to building a wonderful team that will also include a marketing, how can I say it? A marketing team and also a CSR team.
Yes.
So looking forward to have people who can come and we do CSR together as a team, which can be really exciting. So join us; it will be very exciting.
Yay! And talking about working with you, so people just DM you to work with you.
We'll actually create the posters for the applications, so we can work.
Okay,
and just get the best.
Yeah, you guys have heard, so there are opportunities out there. Go DM and wait for the applications. Sign up for M Investor, and while we wrap up, yes, what's the best advice you've gotten about finance?
About finance?
Yes.
About finance?
Yes, or money, just
about
yes. Or what's the one that you can give people?
That I can give people?
Yeah.
Pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I say pay yourself first, it means that whatever money you get, before you even pay any bill, pay yourself first. How do you pay yourself? You pay your future self. Save first. Save before you spend. Invest before you spend.
Yeah.
Let's say you've gotten 50K. If it's 15K, you are remaining with 35K. Even if you have to pay expenses for 40,000, you'll have to figure out how to bring that together. But always pay yourself first. It will give you the pressure to work harder to supplement other costs.
Yeah.
So usually say pay yourself first at any point.
Wow.
And that is an important concept that has been done for by billionaires and just shows prioritize yourself. Pay yourself first. Pay your investments forward, pay your savings forward, pay your emergency fund forward, pay your education forward.
Yes.
Then now hizi zingine you can renegotiate with suppliers, msukumane kidogo na landlord. Yeah.
Wow. Sawa.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Clarence. It's been a pleasure having you, and I hope you guys have taken those financial tips and have written them down and will practice them. Feel free to connect with Clarence on his socials, Clarence Muhoro, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yes, and I know he'll be sure to reply.
Yes. So as I finish, I'd like to say one last word to everyone. Follow your dreams.
Yeah.
It's a really important one. Keep God first. And just whatever comes, handle it with grace, humility, and just keep going.
Come on.
So guys, all the best. Thank you so much, Mutheu. It's a very exciting thing you guys are doing here.
Thank you.
With Mr. Jagero, Wangeshi, Clement, and the rest. Really exciting. Pray that you guys have all the best. May you succeed.
Amen.
Let's finish the year strong, guys. Last quarter.